This is Slow Street Coffee. Hi, I'm Sarah. What's your name?
I'm Zaid.
How did Slow Street Coffee get started?
I started set up for the first time on a slow street, and it was the Milkman coffee. I was experimenting with delivering coffee, and I designed a route, and I thought, oh, I'll just go on the slow streets, and that's when the light bulb came on.
And now we see you out on the slow streets all the time.
Yes, I love to promote activity on the slow street. So I was actually yesterday on Hearst Street. I've been supporting the mural painting and all the community paint days with free coffee, and I love just seeing people out.
Have you had enough croissants and donuts today?
Never!
Exactly! What has been your highlight of the day so far?
Donut holes.
Donut holes. Tell us about your outfit. What is this, a slow street style?
It's October, it's Halloween, it's San Francisco, so why not dress up?
If you didn't know, Halloween is San Francisco's national holiday.
Is that a fact, or did you just make that up?
Look into my eyes.
Good afternoon from Spokes and Folks HQ, and welcome back for the third episode of the 2024 SF Phoenix Day Crosstown Ride with Dave Alexander of Richmond Family SF. 2/3 done, but there's lots more fun. We're on JFK Promenade riding car-free to the beach, and the community's got plenty to teach about how to make a more welcoming and safe city. So do your part and bike pretty. Help your community not be, well, you know. And now, episode 3 with Dave and Richmond Fam.
So I'm here with our next series leader. Introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hey everyone, I'm Dave Alexander, proud Richmond District resident.
Cool. And why are you here today?
I am here to celebrate Phoenix Day. It's a celebration of San Francisco coming back alive through the ashes. And I've been a part of Phoenix Day the past couple years. Woo! Yeah, Fennel. And this cross-city ride just really spoke to me.
Cool. And are you here as an individual, with an organization?
I am here as long as Paul Rivera, a colleague of mine from Richmond Family San Francisco.
Okay.
I'm also here as a parent and just someone who cares about our open spaces here and safe streets.
Richmond Family San Francisco, what is that?
So we are a group of parents and friends and individuals who are advocating for safer streets and better transit, and just trying to reallocate the public right away, because all of our streets, not all of them, most of them in District 1 have been designed around motorist convenience, automobile convenience, and we're seeing a lot of new families just question that and say, you know, why do I need to cross 4 lanes of speeding traffic on Fulton just to get to a world-class park?
And so what are ways that people can get involved with Richmond Family San Francisco?
Easiest way is probably like DMing us on Instagram. So we do a lot of outreach on Instagram and social. And then, you know, there's varying ways of ways you can get involved.
Yeah.
You know, sending emails to public officials, which is huge. Tabling at different farmers markets or events is another way. So everyone sort of has their niche of where they want to get involved.
So Dave, what are you excited about this fall in San Francisco?
I've just been excited about enjoying this weather and the change of seasons. It's been beautiful just to see everyone out, especially supporting candidates and propositions that we're seeing here, like Prop K, Prop L.
Communities are not defined by jurisdictional borders. We are defined by our relationships with one another. And we have a mutual obligation to ensure that all of our communities are equitably accessible and enjoyed by everybody. And if, to me, something that's important that's not inside my city but in another city and would elevate happiness for people in that community needs support, I'm always happy to lend my name to that.
This goes back to happiness.
Yeah, belonging and happiness. People belong.
So Dave, how did you get started in this type of advocacy?
Well, I started talking to people who were going to community meetings, and they indicated, oh, this public official didn't return my email about XYZ transportation project, and like, oh, they didn't, respond to me either. And then we sort of realized that the whole pool of people who were like-minded and actually wanted to see wholesale changes on how the city is approaching transportation projects. So really giving the voice to community, not just the loudest person in the room.
So Dave, tell me why Yes on K.
They're gonna be closing it down next year or so.
Closing
anyway.
what down?
The Great Highway from Sloat to Lincoln.
Okay.
It's already been voted on. They're going to close the Great Highway Extension,
Okay.
which goes along the Pacific and dumps you out sort of by Skyline. Someone invited me to a meeting over the pandemic with some city officials, like some higher ups, and they all were like, yeah, it's going to be closing eventually. They can't say it publicly because there's going to be a firestorm.
Yeah.
And I think if you just look at the data and in terms of who's using it, what the days of the week, and just the sheer numbers of people who are using it on the weekends now, and what if they actually added infrastructure to make it accessible for everybody, like accessing the coast and the actual roadway and the dunes. I mean, I would say it would double. Instead of 10,000 people a day on the weekend, it'd be
Really?
20,000.
Wow.
Hey everyone, we got 3 trivia questions for you and some small prizes. Woo! The first question is, what number of the official bike route runs through the Rose Garden?
47.
Close.
45.
48.
50. 69.
Nice.
All right, second question is, who started and is still running the skating place?
Church of 8 Wheels.
Or
Church of 8 Wheels?
Miles?
Who said David Miles? Yeah, there we go.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who introduced the legislation to make this permanently car-free? This was in 2022. So what city official introduced legislation? London Breed. Yeah, London Breed, yeah.
You've been riding next to us like the whole day, being a champion. Tell everyone what your name is and why you ride a bike.
My name is Aidan. I rode a bike because my mom forced me to be here.
Hell yeah. Sometimes your parents force you to do things, but you get croissants and donuts out of it anyway. Introduce yourself and why you like riding a bike.
My name's Nick Farr. I like riding a bike because I get to be out in the city and see all kinds of things.
Cool.
This time I got to see a bit of downtown because I've never biked down there, so it's kind of
really?
fun. Yeah.
Amazing. What is your name?
My name is Ash.
Great. And why do you like riding your bike?
I love riding my bike because it's easy, it's environmentally friendly, and San Francisco makes it so accessible.
Amazing. And how have car-free spaces changed the way you bike or changed your happiness or any of that?
Oh, I mean, they make me so happy. I can bike basically anywhere, from work to the grocery store, literally anywhere in San Francisco. I feel safe most of the time going on my bike.
That's amazing. So, Ash, today you had a couple baked goods. Can I ask you what your flavor preferences were?
I do love Arscolt's pain au chocolat
Okay.
as a Richmond resident.
Yes.
But the donut holes, I've never had Bob's, and they were good.
Make sure you get a raised crumb. This is actually one of my favorite car-free spots because it's so peaceful. Sometimes you see a hawk or a coyote or a wasp's nest. Medicine Lake. So green. Oh, there's a heron in it. Heron in Medicine Lake. I do feel like a heron is my spirit bird because their body is mostly legs and my body is mostly legs. Wow, fancy tricks. Well, here we are, Great Highway. We visited this place so many times, and we have such an opportunity to make it permanent. So let's do that, okay, San Francisco? Yes, I'm Prop K. The easiest decision of your life. And while change is hard, change is also easy when you see this much joy. Hey, what's your name?
Noah.
Noah, sick wheelie, sick bike.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to learn that trick?
Like 3 years probably.
See, practice makes perfect. I'm proud of you for sticking with it. I feel like I have never really stuck with anything.
That's how you get good at things. You just have to keep grinding.
That's very wise words. Where are you biking?
I bike out here, but I go on ride out sometimes. Like I went on the Bay Bridge, just around the city on the highway and shit. It's hella fun.
Awesome. And you make, I mean, like, I love biking because you feel the wind and stuff, but also because you make a lot of friends. Sounds like you have some buds who do it too.
Definitely,
Yeah.
exactly. It's all about community.
Let's pretend Election Day has already happened. What do you want to impart on San Francisco, regardless of the outcome of the election?
What are the 21st century dreams we want to dream? I was reading this article about the 49-mile scenic drive, and some people have their knickers in a twist that it would change the route of this 1930s car drive. And I'm like, well, what are our ambitions for the 21st century? Could we be the city where you can walk and bike around the entire shoreline and it's green and it's people-oriented and parks? And hopefully that's what we'll see happen.
And then Chris?
This experience today just reminds me of everything that's possible when we make our streets really accessible and community-oriented, and we just need to be doing more of it. And, you know, we love it because we're on our bikes, but I really believe that it makes the city better for everybody, whether they bike or not.
And then Dave?
Yeah, I would say dream big. Adding pedestrian and bike infrastructure actually will support our merchant corridors who are struggling at this moment. And so we need to really change the narrative for our local merchant corridors. And if we want, places to come
here, buddy.
If we want these areas to thrive, we need to add it to make it pedestrian friendly for everybody to access and enjoy.
Tom's talking about like this visionary future. You're talking about joy. You're talking about benefits for people, for neighbors, for businesses. And that's what really it comes down to, is seeing these places as beyond just transit corridors, as places that we belong. We're here at the Great Walkway, Great Highway in Noriega. And these planters are pretty new. Can you tell us about how they came to be and your role in them?
Friends of the Great Highway reached out to me about like 2 months ago and asked if we could do something to make this like area a little bit more of a park, to give people a better idea of what we could do if Great Highway was a permanent park, Ocean Beach Park. And so we put out a couple little beds out here. Initially, I wanted to do like some beach plants, some natives, and they probably will get replaced with some of those. They're looking a little crispy. We got salt spray, we got wind, we got sand. They're against the elements out here. But so yeah, Al and my friend Molly and my friend Al, we all have cargo bikes, and so we came down here with a bunch of dirt and soil and put the beds together and put some plants in it, and like it's been a big hit. Every time I come down here to water, I make new friends. I've run into people that knew my late partner. Like, it's been really great. It's been a really great experience.
They're so beautiful. And are you just like how do you know so much about gardening? Is it a hobby, or how?
I don't know, like native plant foamer. Like I just like love plants. I guess I got it from my grandmother. It was like our way of bonding.
Yeah.
Plants and cooking.
Yeah, that's beautiful. These look great, even amongst the elements, and I can't wait to see them flourish. And when we all vote yes on K and it passes, this place is going to look fan-freaking-tastic.
I'm going to get a demonstration garden down here with lots of like beach plants and like some QR codes, so if people are curious about the beach plants, they can figure out how to buy them and take them home and plant them in their own yards.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Jerry, and thanks for making these. This really, I mean, yeah, the bench is great. It just like all adds so much. It feels really nice here.
This bench is newest and it smells amazing.
It does smell nice.
It's so
that's
good.
a nice smelling bench.
Both from trees that fell in Golden Gate Park, that Rec Park sawed up.
That's a nice smelling bench.
Goldberg likes it too.
Goldberg's never met a surface he doesn't love, that's for sure. Yeah. Thanks, Jer. Appreciate it. Well, I think we're just gonna hang out. It's a beautiful day, and we're at the beach, and we biked here across the city, so it's a wonderful Phoenix day. Oh, bye, Goldberg. Thanks for joining, everyone. Spokes and Folks, back in action. More to come soon, and yes on K, yes on L, and yes on Joy.
Get up to get down, get up to get down. Get up to get down, get up to get down. get down.